Alright, cool. We're live. How is it going, everyone? Is everyone having a marvelous Monday? I think that's what it is, right? Monday? Yeah, it is Monday. So, I know I said on Thursday that we were going to be doing a what's it called? Music stream today. But unfortunately, I don't have anything prepared. So, what I thought instead that we do is we just build some coasters. Bug will hop into VC with us later, and we will be doing some tier lists. Cause tier lists are fun. So we're gonna jump right back into where we were on our New Horizons. Well, hang on, I gotta move the face cam. Doop. There we go. If anyone curious, we're listening to the new album. Take a break. This song in particular is called Maroon Can Be Deceiving. I'm really proud of this album. I'm really proud of Inside My World as well. This is a reminder. We have 4 more releases from now until the end of the year. 2 on this account, 2 on this profile, and then 2 on the alt profile. So we've got a lot of stuff, and I'm still working on stuff. Next month we have Messages from Deep Space releasing, as well as Broken Mirrors Acoustic. And then December we've got the Sunday Games Volume 3, as well as an unnamed single. I'll keep it unnamed for now. Actually, I've got 2 in my head. And I'm gonna keep flip-flopping between them, but I want them to be a secret. I've been teasing music all year, and now I'm usually pretty open, but right now I want to keep sort of a surprise on the plans. So, in terms of what we were doing last time, we were working on a downtown style area. And one of the prominent features of this downtown area is this skyscraper coaster here. Did we give it a name? Yeah, we gave it a name called Stratosphere. And then on the inside of this town, we have a bike coaster called Street Racer. I wanted it to feel low to the ground, wanted it to feel like you're racing through buildings. So we've still got to finish this area, and we've still got to sort of theme the inside of this coaster, because I want to do just a little bit of theming here. Obviously, it's a lot. I want to see, what's the scenery rating on this? It's 100%. I'm not surprised, because it's surrounded by a bunch of buildings that I just sort of plop down at random. No, I'm not good at building, and I never tried to be, or I never claimed to be, but I do like to try and build stuff from time to time. So we might do a custom building for the station. I'm thinking for this one it would be kind of cool if we made this look like an office level, or like an office office complex is what I meant to say. I think that'd be really cool. And then I think the problem that we said last time was this piece of track right here, since it's so low and it's extremely close, I think we can probably get away with putting a wall here. It looks like we have just enough space. But yeah, we're going to be doing some stuff. We got 11% scenery rating on that. Good to know. But the reason why we built this in the first place, and the reason why we're doing this now, is because we have a lot of guests hanging out in our Western themed section and our sci-fi themed section. And we kind of need them to not be there. We have a lot of people here. A lot of people. So I thought the best way of getting them out of here was to make this area more appealing. This was technically the first. I started working on this medieval style area first, and for some reason, people gravitate towards this area of the park. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw their attention, and it looks like it's working. We've also inherently got people queuing up for rides like this now. Flight of the Falcon, Journey of the Falcon. Which is good, because now we're starting to spread out people around the park. And a heat map would go a long way. I think we're currently getting a heat map in Planet Coaster 2 for guests, relating to like their happiness, their hunger, and just overall population density. And it's looking real nice. I am not disappointed with how this park is turning out. So right now we have a few designated lands. We have Old West, Space, Metropolis, Fantasy Village, and Tropical. I gotta figure that out. I also gotta work on this coaster a little bit more. But that might be something I do in the future. That's a really long element. I might try and shorten it up to make it a little bit more snappy. Because a lot of what... the main reason why I love RMC is simply for the fact that they have such snappy elements. And I absolutely love how they do their coasters. Like this is nice and snappy. Well, I wouldn't say nice and snappy, but it's a nice, like, fast-paced roll. Versus this one, I meant for it to be sort of a Top Gun stall, but it seems to have twisted and warped itself. So we gotta fix that. Looks like I do some spray painting of the terrain here. I want this all to be rock. Very little grass. I think that'll work. We might do something like a waterfall feature going down the side of here. I don't know. I haven't really decided on that. Not that far yet. I've been sort of reluctant to touch this land because it's so far back in the park. And I might... I don't know. This is kind of hard because... it's a pretty decently length ride with no mid-course brake run. So I don't know. And yeah, this whole section right here is going to be the tropical theme. This is going to be an in-between section between this, that, and whatever last theme I decide here. I think we also need a monorail station. Let's go and let's work on that. Nope, not from there. I want it from here. Come on, there we go. Okay, I think that should be good. We're gonna go ahead and sort of let it go this way. Are you still going up? No, you're not. Okay, this is getting a little too close to the ground. We're gonna need to bring this up. By this point, it's going to be entering a building. Okay, that's a little too... And right there. Should be good. Let's save it quickly. So they'll be entering and exiting from this side? Sure. Can we... No, because they all need entrances and exits. Of course I put this on the wrong side. Are you kidding me? Why on earth did I do that? Hang on. Okay, no, we're gonna change this actually. No. Okay, that needs to stop. Okay, yeah, you're entering and exiting from this side. You. I need you also entering and exiting from this side. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right, next station. Do I want this to be like how we've been doing the info centers, where it's like it's all unanimously themed regardless of what land it's in? I kind of feel like that break immersion in a way, but I also feel like transportation is really necessary, especially around these parts. Because like you can see the amount of people just sitting in this queue alone. That's a lot of people. I'm actually gonna go ahead and break this down for a second. Okay. Okay, there we go. I also want to edit this station so it has enough room for a 4-car train. I don't know why. Something's just telling me I want 4 cars.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Time Traveler YT here on Twitch.
There we go.
And today in this video, we are building roller coasters in Planet Coaster.
Now we're building a monorail actually here.
Are you serious? Frick, that would have been such a great intro.
You were wrong.
I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize.
Although I think actually it's a little imposing on this side. We're gonna have to do it from this side.
Dude, it feels so good to be standing. I've been sitting for so long.
I'm sure you have.
Because I was at rehearsal, as you know. So I was at rehearsal, as you know.
Okay.
Then we had 3 hours worth of music review, which was sitting down. Then we had staging, and my staging was, which guess? Sitting down.
Mmm.
So I've been sitting down for a really, really long period of time. It's insane, really.
I'm sure it is.
I mean, not really insane, but still. Did you see what I said on Instagram? That was my.
You just dropped something on mine. I was like, bruh.
No, it's fine. Dude, we need deck of cards.
What on earth is this thinking? Honestly, if it'll connect, I'll allow it.
Doesn't look like what we say. One of our actors wasn't here today because he's in Mexico. Because he got called for like a movie or something.
Interesting.
Dude. That looks so inefficient.
We're really going on a sightseeing tour with this one.
Does it have something where like auto connects things
Yeah, it's called the autocomplete, and it just did that.
instead of just connecting it right there?
Correct.
That's insane. How many views are your stream?
Oh look, I did it like 10 times easier than the than the system thought. Okay, anyway, I wanted to edit this section of the track. You're fitting 4 trains on there, right? Hang on. Nope, stop it. Yeah, you're fitting 4 trains on there. Perfect. Nope, that is... Okay, I was sort of hoping that you'd go a little... You know, it's not like the track's right here or something. There we go. Okay. Alright, I am liking that. And then let me make sure this station can fit 4. I think it can, I just want to make sure. There we go. Okay, now it can securely fit 4. Where are number trains 4? There we go. What'd you say?
Do you know where the beads to my bracelet ended up?
Yeah, they're all over the living room floor.
That's not where they are. Someone moved them.
Wasn't me. Because I didn't touch them. Okay, I'm liking that. So now we need our entrances and exits plopped down. This exit, you're going back there. Right, now we're going to station 3. Place entrance. Similar story, you're going to the front, exit, it's going to the back. Now we go to station 13, over here. You're going over here. exits over here as well. Perfect. Let me turn on angle snap, because I don't want this to veer off very intensely. It's going to be just a short little queue. As for the actual path, I think I'll make it standard asphalt, maybe? I don't know. No. Look for this one. No, that doesn't fit. We're using the glossy vinyl, so we might stick with this one, actually. Now I'll stick to the glossy, or not glossy. I'll stick to the asphalt. No, don't do that. We're okay. Stay still. Thank you. Also not a long path, just something for people to traverse to. In and out. In and out. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this in-between area. Right here where the monorail goes. I'm not allowed to have one, more than one train on here, am I? I am? Wait, how is that going to work? I think we just need one train right now. Wait, okay, hang on. I'm just going to test this with 2 trains. How is that going to work? Is it like to here and then back, and then that one goes all the way out to here and then back? Yeah, okay. That's a lot longer than I thought. It's not a closed circuit. So now, what's gonna happen? Okay, so you're gonna stay there. That's not what I thought was gonna happen. I was sort of hoping for a little something else, but I guess not. I need bleach after seeing my sister once again don her fur. Listen, bro, it ain't that serious. It ain't that deep. It just ain't that deep, I gotta tell ya. Okay, so, we do need to end up connecting these. I think I'll just go ahead and I will cop it out right now. I will just tell it to autocomplete, and hopefully it doesn't make it abysmal. Just a straight path. How hard is that? Why is it... Hang on. Why is it doing this? It is? It really isn't. Why is it doing this weird thing? No, we're not building that. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn it this way. We're gonna straighten it out. Why can't you connect it yourself? I am. I just thought that the computer would have a good, an easy time building a straight line instead of me clicking it like this several times. Are you able to do that? I will take that. It's less abysmal than whatever you created last time. And why not? We'll smooth out the banking on this. Actually, no. We'll smooth out the banking on all of this. We'll make it a giant circle. Okay, that's literally doing nothing. Okay, so that's open. Why are you closed? Wait, what? Ride must be open before station can be opened. Okay. Oh, because you all are incomplete. That's why. Okay, so for you, we're going to go ahead and do the Blackstone. What is it? Blackstone. Stone slab queue. There we go. Okay, we're starting to get a little laggy here. That's just part of the gig. I'm hoping the optimization is severely boosted in Planet Coaster 2, since we direly need it. Like, this park is small and it's already starting to take a hit. Did I build this out of a regular path? No. Okay. Oh, there it is. I was looking for the flagstone path. Did you fix a song issue with your new album? Or the whole names and such? No, it's only on Spotify. Not Spotify. It's only on SoundCloud. So I'm literally not even going to worry about them right now. I've got bigger fish to fry at the moment. With the other releases coming up. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'll worry about that when I worry about that. I see the perfect place to connect this. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that's just connected, and we gotta do the very far one. Okay, this one, we might go ahead and do wooden. Okay, that one looks a little better. It's not as bright. Yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. It ain't anything special. Or path. What do we want to do? No, that's brick. We really have no options in terms of wood. We've only got like 2. And they kind of look like dog water. Would you trust me to say that I'm bulletproof? There we go. Alright, monorail's open for business. Let's go ahead and get another train on it. How many trains can I put on the track? I'm curious. Okay, we're at 13. Can we still go up? We can, in fact, go up. Can I put 20? I can! Holy crap. Can I put 25? No, 20 is the max. Okay. Yeah, that's a little much. We only need 3 right now. 1 per station. I'll put 4 on the track. That'll be fine, I think. No, it won't. We'll do 3. So I don't want anyone like getting stuck on it. And this is mode transportation. We're literally going to... Prices are set per station basis. Brr. Tell you what, prices are 0 for the monorail. Station 3, Station 13. And hang on, how do I do this again? Station 20. Price 0. Boom. Okay, there we go. We got that situated out. Why are you only running with... Hang on. I told you to go with 4 trains. There we go. Sorry to anyone who was riding it. And it seems like there were a decent amount of you. I am so sorry. Okay. You know what? That would make sense. We were running in triple speed. I forgot. And that's going to make things appear more laggy. Wait. Oh my god. I did not say a 4th train. I am so sorry to anyone who is trying to get on the monorail right now. That's a lot of people. Holy crap. Where are you all coming from? That's actually a lot of people getting on the monorail. Holy crap. What's our capacity like? Okay, it's currently 4,200 meters long. Oh, that's right. We could put music on this. I forgot. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should put music on some rides. How many riders is it? Okay, 160 riders. What is... Where do I see, I'm trying to find hourly capacity, but I can't seem to find any hourly capacity on this thing. Like, you have hourly capacity, right? Huh. You know, I could have sworn there was hourly capacity somewhere. That's really weird. These monorails are huge. Hang on. Let's go ahead and let's get a look very quickly. If we can, like, get an eyeball for this. I don't think we can, but at least, like, looking inside the cabins will help us understand. Okay, so middle bench, end, and end. Oh. I didn't know they actually included this in their models. I thought those would be a little empty, in all honesty. Yeah, okay. This is running good. And everything seems to be going hunky-dory. That's a lot of people. Holy crap. I was not anticipating this, I mean, I guess I should have probably anticipated that the main station at the front would be the most. Yeesh. Okay. There's barely anyone at the western town station. I'll probably call this Old Town Station. Yeah, we'll call this Old Town. I'm fine with calling that Old Town. This, okay, I'm not really doing a good job at finding names for these places and defining these themes. Anyway, I can... I want to give this a blue with a yellow stripe. Nope, that's a yellow interior. There we go. Okay. Wait, what is white? I don't see anything changing. Anyway, the reason I want them blue is blue and yellow is to match with the theme here of New Horizons, which I've sort of paired as a blue and yellow. I don't think I've really talked about the actual park itself, New Horizons. It's just sort of an idea that I've been sitting on for a while. I was like, New Horizons, that's a cool theme park name. So I came up with it, and I made the colors like blue and yellow, obviously for like a sunrise over the water. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. So now we have New Horizons. I need to adjust this station in particular because I need to access, was it station 13, I think is this one? Yeah. So the minimum waiting time I'm going to give for you is non-existent, but the maximum I'm going to give you is a minute here. Okay, a minute, 60. Also, don't block station. Yeah, because at this point, it's just sort of sitting here. And that'll go for the other stations, too. So let's go ahead and 20... We'll say no more than 60 seconds as well. I think that'll be just common, standard. In station 3, which is the front. Same thing. No minimum, but the maximum is 60. Especially because these stations don't fill up. This one does. Like, this one's pretty much the only one that's filling up right now. And yeah, right now it's just sitting here. So it's a case of we need to get people in and out of this pretty quickly. What was... Okay. I also gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this queue. I was not expecting this queue to be full for some odd reason. Is the other one coming? The other one's coming, okay. Let's hop on this. What's up, guys? How's it going? Oh, look at that cute little hat. Where are we? Are we arriving into the station? Yeah. How many seats are there on this train? There are 23. Holy crap. Oh, that's cool. We get the nose. Oh, that's awesome. Unfortunately, though, there is not a whole lot in terms of scenery for you guys. I want to put this on triple speed very quickly because I want to see like what's happening here. Specifically with this station, like sort of just looking at the movement of it and how it's flowing. Da, 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 da. Bow, do, do. Bow, do, 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 do. It does take a while to get them off the ride, or get them off the train, especially if they're coming from that front car over there. I don't know. But I am happy, though, that this is getting the effect that I want it to. That now we're getting guests over here because there's something actually down this path. But for some odd reason, this isn't really doing a good job at attracting guests. If I put you at $0, will that do anything to you? Yes, can I see your thoughts? Park is great. Light Lane 3 is so much cheaper and it's only a short walk away. The park is spacious. Dust Storm has a great looking queue. Which one's Dust Storm again? Some of you have some very polarizing opinions on this. Some of you believe that you've been queuing forever. Some of you think that it's a nice looking queue. Anyway, wait, what? There's lots of things damaged around here. You guys can do that? I didn't know you guys could destroy stuff. I thought that was just Roller Coaster Tycoon. Yeesh. Okay, that adds another whole other list of problems that I didn't even know was occurring in the park. All these benches are fucking destroyed. Great. I feel the distance growing wide. What's our staff looking like? I have not even checked on our staff. Wait. Huh? That's a lot. That's a lot of theft happening. Okay, actually, that's a lot easier to do. Can I just, like, see what staff we have? Okay. Janitors. How are we looking? If I increase your pay, will you be happy? I haven't really tried to worry about employee. Employee happiness very often. My work isn't pushing me. I'm getting paid what I'm worth. Good to know. My money isn't really an issue. My pay is pretty good. My work isn't pushing me. My job is a snooze fest. You're doing pretty. You're pretty happy. I can do more than this. Do we have? We don't have security guards, do we? Yeah, we kind of need security guards. Let's just start getting these guys placed throughout the park. Whoa! Whoa! That's a huge crowd of people. Holy crap! We've got this huge section of walkway here that's sort of being filled in by nobody. I feel like I need to do something about that. Okay, I'm hoping that's going to be enough mechanics. Or not mechanics. What's it called? Security guards. Okay. How's the queue lines looking over here? Non-existent. Cool. Same thing with over here as well. Yeah, pretty non-existent. And you? Thriving, I see. See, this problem could be fixed really easily with the new pathing system. I'm a little upset that this is the case. Where are you going? Hang staff building. I can't work anymore. I need to rest. Okay. I'm hoping that we have enough vendors that are on call that we can just keep stuff moving. What two buildings do I have over here? Did I put down staff and bathrooms? Standard restroom. Staff building. Okay. I'll take it. That works. Do you? I don't think the people working the rides are actual employees or are actual staff members. They just sort of stand there. Okay. I mean, as long as I don't need to pay you. Nor do I pay these guys, do I? Nope. You are not paid. And you were not paid. It's only the vendors and the people I specifically hired, not the people who come with the queues or the rides. Interesting. I never actually thought about that until now. Yeah, okay. Lots of people getting dropped off here. We've got 4,000 people in the parks. Holy crap. Wait, can I see that on a graph? Look at that, man. What have we got most of right now? Currently, we've got more teens in the park, which I will take. Followed by families and then adult groups at the very lowest. Which honestly sort of tracks with where theme parks are today. Depends on the type of theme park you build. Obviously, a theme park like Disneyland is going to attract more family and younger audiences versus a theme park like Six Flags, which will attract more of a teen audience. It's very interesting. I love looking at the analytics of theme parks. It's so crazy to see to see what the stats are going to show you. Oh, we got a queue for this. That's very intriguing. Yeah, well, it pretty much vanished right there. Yeah, that'll be a nice way for people to get around the park as well. I'm sorry about that, chat. I am a little tired. We're gonna keep going though, because I want to keep watching this park unfold. I'm just not entirely sure what I want to do. How's this Ferris wheel looking, by the way? Is that a queue I see? A small one, but a queue at that. Okay, now it's gone. I'll take it. I find it interesting how they just sort of teleport to somewhere on the wheel. Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense in terms of coding and whatnot. Yeah, I want to take a look at this park from the very front. Like, let's say we were entering as a guest. Oh, we got 3 scanners here. Or 3 spawners. And like, look at this. Like, this is actually pretty dope. You enter, there's some food and merchandise for sale. Pretty much a small little place. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. I started building this park on nights that I just couldn't sleep, and this turned out really good. There goes the monorail. There's lots of kinetic energy in here, and I like it. But I want there to be more, in a way. I just don't know exactly how I want to do that. Obviously, this fountain here creates some kinetic energy. Watching the roller coaster and the monorail go by, but I want something in the center here, almost like a flat ride. But I'm not entirely sure what exactly I want to do. What type of flat rides do we have? I also don't know if I want to break up this like really nice centerpiece I created. I need something though. That's not gonna fit here, is it? Nope, it's way too big. What if we had a strip here and we called it the boardwalk? And it's very beach themed. Well, since this is over here, I feel like maybe this could be the boardwalk area. It's like an L shaped connecting this area to this this point right back here. So it's boom, boom. It's L shaped. It looks very much like an old carnival, like Coney Island, and such. I think that'd probably be a good idea for how this park could look. It could be the next Paradise Pier. Pixar Pier. I prefer calling it Paradise Pier. Well, I put down some iconic flat rides that will reminisce, but they'll the area itself will look very high quality. I don't know. What kind of coasters do we have for that? I want a wood, but I also feel like a wood. We already have a wood over here, so that would kind of lower the park value. We do have the hybrid coasters, which we are already using. Ooh, we have a mine train. Technically, we could do that. We have a water coaster, which I might use over here. Haven't really decided yet. A wild mouse coaster. We have an X dimension coaster, or a 4D coaster, as it's actually called. We have winged coasters, typhoon. What's it called? I'm trying to remember what its actual model is. I know I'll get it in a second as soon as I look it up. Alright. It's a Gerschlauer. That's what it is. Now, what is it in particular? The Infinity Coaster. That's what this is. Infinity Coaster by Gerschlauer. I feel silly for not knowing that. We also have the T-Rex model coaster by RMC. I really want to use this somewhere. Like, this coaster is pretty sick. I rode Wonder Woman Flight of Courage at Six Flags Magic Mountain a couple weeks ago when friend Jonah and I went for Fright Fest. That coaster is so good. Like, RMC is mad for how snappy their elements are and how much speed you get through it. Blood wasn't counting for the stupid teenagers. Wait, what? What are we talking about? When was that sent? I'm a little behind. I'm not even sure what this is. Prototype wing? This doesn't look familiar to me in terms of coaster design. I sent that a millennia ago. Sorry. I literally thought I looked at that message and then I saw it and I was like, wait, that doesn't look right. Here we've got Premier Rides, I think it is. Got Copper Snake here. Or no, Copperhead Strike is what it's called, not Copper Snake. Got Vacoma's bike launch models. I think this is Intamin's. I forget what it is, but it's definitely Intamin. I think this is B&M's. The juniors, I think, are Vacoma's as well. Inverted B&M coaster, 4-seater. The 2-seater, I believe. Who does the 2-seater? Oh, who does 2-seater inverts? Is it Vacoma as well? It might be Vacoma. Gerschlauer. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Wait, they have an Infinity inverted coaster? That's new. That one I have not heard about. We got the aerodynamics. Corkscrew coaster. Speaking of which, Jonah has a debt to me because he made me ride an aerodynamics boomerang coaster. And if you aren't aware, those things are incredibly rough and incredibly painful. You know what I'm a little sad about, though? The B&M Fly model in this game only has one theme, and it's the Stingray theme. What I'm excited for when it comes to Planet Coaster is being able to theme my own coaster. Because as much as I love this, this coaster, I don't want it to look like a Stingray. This is unfair. I'm broke. Well, then you have to pay me back somehow. What else we got? This one, I think, was a prototype coaster, but I can't remember who built this. We got the B&M Dive Coaster, B&M Floorless. Do we have a standing coaster? We've got the Mock Rides spinning coaster. It was for our enjoyment. Who enjoys going on Viper? Nobody enjoys that ride. That's why the queue's always less than 10 minutes. The only people who go on it are masochists and people who are dragged into it. Fuck it, we're designing an arrow looper. I'm closing this. We're gonna go to a new park and we're gonna design an arrow looper. That did save, right? I'm not crazy. Bruh. Hang on. No, we gotta get rid of that. Yeah, save over that. What's Twitch Park 2024? Let's go check that out. We'll build it there. I'm going to build it the exact way that Arrow builds their coasters, and you're going to see exactly what the problem is here. I will build one Arrow coaster and one B&M coaster. They're going to be pretty similar in layout, but I'm going to show you the difference. All right, parks. What is Twitch 2024? Oh, this is something I started at the beginning of the year. All right, well, we'll jump into it. In the meantime, though, I'm also going to change the music. Because we've gone through this whole album. There we go. Okay. Alright. Cool theme park. We're going to ignore all that, and we're going to start building over here. Is this the coaster I want? Yep. This is, in fact, the coaster I want. Raise it off the ground. Wait. No, this is not the coaster that I want. Never mind. Goodbye. Oh, you guys are boomerangs. That's why. Where is... There it is. Alright, start off like this. 60 degrees. And we gotta turn on angle snap for this. That's literally the only way you build an arrow coaster. You go like that, 75. Down, down, down. 45. 15. 0. You know, we'll compare it off the drop alone. We'll go ahead and we'll just compare it off the drop alone. Alright, B&M, let's do a floorless coaster. Alright, I'm building a 60 degrees. Pretty much the same. Here's where it's different, and this is such a big difference. Actually, turn off angle snap for this one. There's the difference. The difference is Arrow does everything with a ruler and a protractor. It's just a straight drop, boom, and then it's painful. Versus a B&M coaster does everything very gradually. There is a lot of difference between these two drops. And that's pretty much just like the foundation of how these coasters are built and why I hate Arrow development. And why do they deserve to be bankrupt? Okay. Get out of here. We're done. The floorless coaster. We're going back to the Arrow coaster. Because I'm committed to this bit now. 15. 45. 60. 45. 15. 0. Oh, and then here's the best part of it all. Let's do a turn. Eh, 30 might be too big. Let's go ahead and shrink it down to like 45. $15. 45. Back down. And hang on, wait, we gotta have a straight section in here for absolutely no reason. And then why not? We'll go into a loop. Vertical loop. Just like that. And then wait, we're not done. We're gonna go ahead and do it again. Because for some reason Arrow likes to do this thing where they put loops back to back. Then wait, oh, it's too fast. Hang on, we gotta go up. 45. Have you seen how Blood is coping because I didn't give him his Dippin' Dots for his balls? It wasn't for my balls, bro. It was for my head. So 45. 15. And then we gotta turn it. Just like that. What did I put it? 7 meters, I think? And then bring it back up to 13. Turn it at a 45-degree angle. This track just looks very Arrow-esque. I didn't even, like, do a whole lot to think about it. If we go to, if we go back to B&M over here, the lovely B&M, who can do absolutely nothing wrong, I say that with sarcasm. Edit track. Brother's ignoring me. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just on a little bit of a tangent right now. Uno momento. Here, we can turn off angle snap for this one. Like from here, we can even go directly into a loop. And then, oh wait, hang on. Let's turn off our banking offset because that's actually one of the most important things. Is that when you turn, it turns around the center of a person. Dude has this thing with me. Dude had this thing with me this morning where I couldn't sing without getting a headache. Yeah, no, it's a lot worse when you're riding that stupid roller coaster. Maybe not that tense. Oh, then look, you can even turn off of that. However you please. Oh, that looks nice. Let's talk about a roller coaster I was talking about for rehearsal. No, I'm aware. I'm definitely aware. Oh man, doesn't this look nice? In theory, not really in practice. A nice, well thought out loop with a turn that rotates around a center point rather than over here where it's going to flip you like a pancake. There's a difference between swinging the car with the rider and just flat out boom, boom, boom. I hate aero development rides. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop into VC with Bug. He wants to do some tier lists.
Hello.
Yo. Sorry, I went on a bit of a tangent there.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Yeah. Alright, what kind of tier list do you want to do?
I don't know. Give them to me. What are you finding?
Scrolling through categories.
Categories.
I'm not quite sure. Hold on, I'm gonna go through Fortnite. Give me a sec. Smash or pass Fortnite Battle Pass collectors.
No, we ain't doing that. We just ain't doing that.
We're not doing a Fortnite one. Scrolling. Hold on. No, we already did Lego games, I think.
Yeah, we already did them.
Did we do Lego games? No, we did Lego themes. Like, not the video games, though, did we? Oh, we did. I'm stupid.
This time I want to go down 30 meters. Because I want to be quirky.
The thing is... Oh, gosh.
No, not that way. What? Yeesh. How did I make such a good aero development looking coaster? I bet this thing would rock if it was actually built now. But when it ages, it's gonna feel like you're getting a chiropractor that's unlicensed.
What kind of tier list could we even do?
Have they even done
What would
time
you
limits
want to
before?
do?
I don't know. I'm really up for anything. So I'm just here building.
And I know we've done video game tier lists before, but I mean, I guess I could just look through them again.
We did I think video game controller tier list before, which is pretty interesting. What if we did something like that?
Yeah, we already did that though.
I know, but I'm saying, what if we did something like that, where it's like we find something related to video games, like I don't know, consoles. Jonas' theme park tier list. That's more. That's more
not
something
been to
just for
enough.
me.
I've been to 2, dog.
Yeah, I would not be able to.
Ooh, politics.
All right, so Bug's now banned from being on my streams.
Ooh, do you want to do a Star Wars one?
Define Star Wars, like the movies,
Like
characters. I feel like I don't know the characters that well to give them a good rating, if that makes sense.
Okay, no, that's fair. I'm gonna go to another tier list site to see if there's anything better.
Hang on, it's time for a mid-course break run. It's gonna bring you to a screeching halt just out of nowhere.
I want to do YouTuber tier list, but all of them either have 3 YouTubers or 500.
Half of which we don't even know.
Oh, I do, but I want to find something that we both know. Is the thing.
1945. This one out of 45.
There's one with 77 YouTubers on it.
Interesting.
Okay, I think I know most of these. Oh, Dashy's on here. Why is Jack Black on here?
Don't you know he's Jablinski Games?
Oh, I know, but he's not a YouTuber. He hasn't. Wait, Corey Kenshin isn't on here. What is? They have BuzzFeed on here, but not Corey Kenshin.
BuzzFeed
Racist.
Unsolved. Let's go. My favorite series.
Is there a black person on this list?
No. Why would there be? It's too
Only
easy.
one that. The one that's dead.
Oh.
Brother.
Wrong direction. Gotta do a little bit of this. And then we gotta make the break run like twice as long.
Yeah, we have done video game franchises. You know, that one's... Do we want to just redo video game franchises?
We can if you want to.
It's just, I want to find one that has like, the main ones and not these absolute garbage ones.
Literally how I built coasters as a toddler.
That's an absolutely terrible tier list. Good.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this one's good, because it doesn't show the franchise as a whole, it shows specific games.
Okay.
So, like, if one game brings down a franchise, and you'd have to rate it lower, but in here, like, we don't have Last of Us 2, we have Last of Us 2, but it's separate from the normal Last of Us.
Okay.
Hey, do we want to do this on my screen, or should I link this to you so you can put it on your stream, or what are we doing?
I'm still building coasters, so if you want to put on your screen, or if you want to read them out loud, that'd be great.
Okay,
this
hold on.
butterfly version?
Okay. Stream it to you. There we go. Can you see this? No.
Sure. Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Number 1. Okay, so the categories we have are peak, amazing, great, good, I, and mid.
Okay.
Do those categories sound good to you?
Yeah, that work.
Okay. First game. Jedi Fallen Order.
Fallen Order?
Yeah, the first one.
I think it's pretty good.
I think I'd put it in great. I enjoyed the second game more, but for what it was at the time it was made, it's great. It's not amazing. There are a lot of bugs. The graphics had issues, and the customization wasn't as great as the second game. But it is still good for what it was at the time.
Okay.
I feel like putting it on great just because I'm seeing the list, and I know there's a lot of games that can be put in good that aren't on the same level as Fallen Order. So that's kind of what I think. Why do you think it should be in good instead of great?
Well, okay, hang on. I forgot what the categories were for a second. But yeah, I do believe it goes in great. It's a really well-made game. With a, like, really, I would say, detailed universe. Obviously, like, it ties into the Star Wars, and Star Wars itself has high expectations. So the fact that it was able to pull off being a Star Wars game.
Not only pull off being a Star Wars game, but it being completely surrounded around a new character. Not like any... Like,
that
the
too.
only character from the main lore and the main movies that was in this was, like, Emperor Palpatine in a voice and Darth Vader. But they weren't... It wasn't like Star Wars Outlaws where it's like, oh, where's the cameos gonna be? We were like, okay, I want to know who Cal Kestis is, and he's a solidified character in canon, and I think he's making his live-action debut soon.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
I think in Ahsoka season 2. I think. Also, I'm really glad that they placed the Fallen Order games in that sort of space where we don't know anything between where Darth Vader became Darth Vader and A New Hope, because there is such a space in between there. Yeah, so I think we put it on great, right?
Yeah, put it on great.
Okay. So next, we have Fallout 3. I have not played Fallout 3.
I've also not played Fallout 3.
I think we're just gonna put it on great, because it, not only because, I mean, we can't just say, hey, it's Fallout, so it's great, but why does it keep doing that? I've heard that it's not as good as Fallout 4, but like, I just, for me, I don't enjoy, like, the Fallout games, I just get bored of them.
Yeah, I
my
mean,
fault, I guess.
I don't like the Fallout combat system. I think it's really RNG dependent, and in turn, that can really ruin, like, your experience of the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll put it on good because, like, Fallout 3 and 4 are like the games, and New Vegas. Those are like the holy trinity of Fallout games.
Yeah, I would say so as well. Ugh, even this coaster looks rough.
Let me see. Oh my gosh, that's... How are you not throwing up?
Dude, on a coaster like this, I'd be in too much pain to throw up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ah, boo. I didn't do my math correctly.
Okay, so next we have Gears of War. Now, I know the following behind Gears of War. I have seen a lot of cutscenes, and a lot of gameplay of it. I haven't played it, but I've seen a lot of gameplay and everything, and it is a very solid series. I just feel like we should just say that all the games that we don't know but we know have a very, very positive rating, we should just put in good. Just so we don't seem too like, oh, we put it in mid. So I'm gonna put it in good. Next we have GTA 5.
I'd put Thunder great. I think.
Yeah. It's not the only reason why people say it's amazing is because of nostalgia, or if they say it's peak is because of nostalgia.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know.
I got a really funny story.
Yeah.
I was talking to Fran about like the idea of, God damn it, the idea of like what Spider-Man 2 does with how you swap characters. She's like, wow, that's like the first game to try that. I was like, GTA came out like how many years ago? And did the exact same thing. You got 3 main protagonists that you just swap between. Like, I think if I had to put a game, is there any other game that like does that where you swap protagonists throughout the story? Because GTA is like one of the big ones that comes to mind. It really did a nice job of making that sort of a more common feature in games.
I mean, Detroit Become Human, and basically any choice-based game.
I would say that came after though, so I'm trying to figure out like what was like
did come after.
what was the big game that like started like the idea of having multiple protagonists that you play as. I'm gonna look that up actually.
I think. I was gonna say Uncharted, but you can't choose to switch. I'd say maybe The Last of Us? Yeah, The Last of Us. Yeah, because you switch from Joel to Ellie for like a decent bit of the game.
For a decent bit of the game, you say?
Yeah, well, at least from what I remember. I haven't played The Last of Us in a bit.
When did that come out again?
2013?
Yeah, this was the same time the GTA came out. But I would say, because I'm not trying to like bias this one. I'm trying to look at it sort of respectively. Because
I mean, like, if we want to go really in depth, we could just say the Mario games. I mean, I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong, but I'm trying to figure out which game popularized it, and I really think it was GTA that popularized the idea of switching between your protagonists, like mission to mission to mission.
Yeah.
Because it's like the same thing happens in The Last of Us 2. Like you swap to someone else, like in the third act somewhere.
Oh, Noah.
What?
The original Call of Duties.
Was that swapping in between?
You switch from Ghost. You switch between all the protagonists pretty much.
Oh, you're
while
right.
Playing.
You're so
Yeah,
right.
the original Call of Duty is like Modern Warfare 2009.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good example.
Finally, I figured it out. I figured out the lore. I did it.
I do think that probably was the game to start the trend. Then if it came out in 2009.
Can I edit this tier list?
What, are you gonna throw in Modern Warfare?
No, I just want to get rid of a few.
I mean, you just don't have to include them.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, because like there's like games that I just don't know that neither of us have probably played. Okay, so GTA we're gonna put on great. We kind of went on a tangent there.
Yeah, I'd say put on great.
Okay. Last of Us Part 2. We're not gonna do this right now, Noah. Personally, just because of how it changed how people viewed things and just games, I'm gonna put it on good. It's not great, because ultimately, who wants to see the protagonist die? Spoilers. But it did provoke. Things could have been done better, and that's why I'm not putting it at great or amazing. Things could have been done better, but I think it provoked, whether positively or negatively for some people, it provoked. So, yeah. Where would you put it in this tier list? Just
Remember the categories again?
Peak, amazing, great, good, I, mid. Mid is just
I'd put it at
terrible.
I. Like it's not a bad game per se. It's just severely flawed.
It's not severely flawed, Noah.
There's a lot of things that I would
There's
do
a couple
differently.
interactions between characters that you said, but that's you. You can't, like, for these, we have to think about the widespread effect of these games, because ultimately that's what stories are meant to do. They're meant to provoke. I'm thinking of these games, most of these games are story-based games. So I'm thinking more about, like, gameplay and things like that.
Also, no survive in
like,
part 2 or whatever.
story?
You could choose your character. Wait, what for? The Last of Us, Jonah? Is that what you're talking about? I think that's what he's talking about.
I don't know. I just feel like the game is still really good. I just feel like the motivations for certain characters are flawed and some of the interactions are flawed. But I think Joel had to die. I feel like that, like, nobody likes seeing that, but Joel had to die.
No. I agree with that. I think looking at it,
he is not a good guy. He is the bad guy of the story, whether he's the protagonist or not. He is the bad guy.
I think looking at it as purely a game and like its game mechanics, like the world building, it's good. I think it's really good. The writing needs some help.
Yeah, but that's one aspect of an entire game. I'm not saying that it can't influence the other aspects. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I don't know. All I'm saying is, like, it is not a bad game. It's not a freaking amazing peak game, but it is a good game. It provokes. It tells a story. It connects it well with the first story, but I think people are gonna warm up to it more once they see the show and they flesh out the characters more. I'm gonna put it on good.
Okay.
I'm actually just gonna put Gears of War and Fallout 3 back here because we haven't played them. There's no point. I just want to delete the ones that I can't. Hold on. Okay, so next we have Hogwarts Legacy. Now,
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that looks like something Arrow would do.
it's not a great game. It's not a mid game. There's a lot more that could have been done.
I think
it should be on good.
mission. I personally haven't played it, but missions change depending on your house, right?
Not a lot of them, no.
I've heard that Gryffindor and Slytherin feel a bit more favored in the game compared to Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw. A little upsetting, but I think people said that, like, in terms of like unique missions and like cosmetics, I think the latter two got sort of pushed to the side a little bit.
The game for me felt a bit unfinished.
Okay.
Because the graphics were not great on anything I played it on. I played it on PS5, which it was made for. I played it on PC as well. The graphics stay the same for each, and they're not great. The characters that you make barely look like the characters that show up in the game. From what I've experienced playing through 3 of the houses, there's not much of a difference. There's no, like, the only connection, like, the big bad of the game is a goblin that's like half the height of you. Not even a wizard. Big bad isn't even a wizard. It's a freaking dragon, dude. Harry beat a freaking dragon in 5 minutes in the movies. Now, granted, he was the chosen one, but this person that you play as in the game has the ability to see old magic because they're a descendant of the frickin' the goobers that made Hogwarts. So I feel like the dragon should not be a big bad. If it's gonna be a wizard, make it this time period's equivalent of Grindelwald or Voldemort or whatever. And like I wish we could have gone into like Diagon Alley, and I wish there should have been some shops there. I feel like the open world is great, but there's a lot left to be discovered, it's very empty from what I've experienced. It's good. It's an enjoyable game. It's fun to mess around with spells, but ultimately it's going to be an easy platinum. And I'm not complaining about easy platinums. I'm just saying that it's easy because there's so little to do. What I do like about the game is you can make your own room of requirement, and I think that is really cool, especially implementing how in the lore of Harry Potter it is what you imagine it to be. And I think that was done rather well. I think because of... And Star Wars did this well, where it's like the campaign, sure, it's like 20 hours, but then it's very replayable. And Hogwarts Legacy, look, I played it 3 times just because it's fun to mess around. It's just, I don't know, it's just because I'm a big Harry Potter fan, and well, Noah is too. It's just like...
Not as much as you, but yeah.
It could have been so much better with how much is in the lore. I think it would have been cool to have a GTA aspect of it. Just hear me out. Where you get sent to Azkaban if you commit too many bad things. Because if you do bad things in the game, there's just a dialogue that's like, where did you learn that spell? That's it.
There's no real
You don't get
consequence.
punished in school for using a freaking killing curse. They're literally freaking the headmaster, Ms. Weasley, is like, "If I use that spell again, miss." And that's it. Then I walk up to them with a quest, and they're like, "Ooh, how lovely to see you." Like it's very quest to quest.
Yeah.
You know, like for a game like Star Wars, it's not like, oh, this is pinged on your map, go here. It's like, oh, you have to go through this and this and this and this and this. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna put it in good and move on, because otherwise I'll talk for ages. What is that game? Have you played Halo 3?
Halo 3?
Yeah.
Man,
I think it's the Halo, right?
I think
I
think
have
it
to say
was.
anything. It's going on peak. Just based on music alone, it's going on peak.
Yeah, no, that is one of the
No, it's peak.
one of the best games ever made.
Yeah. I haven't even played it, but it just... Should I just have a category that just says Halo? No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, next we have Death Stranding.
Ooh.
It's an amazing game. I got bored of it, but that's just because
You can't walk for 2 hours.
I have silly brain, and I have to have like a giant speeder, or like I have to be able to teleport or fast travel. That's just my silly brain. But for what the game is, I'm gonna give it a try again soon, because I want to 100% complete it.
Oh boy.
It's such a unique world, and it's Kojima. Enough said.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077. Now, as we all know, when this game came out, it
went
sucked.
through a bit of a
It was
rough patch.
terrible. But I played it, I 100% completed it, got the Plat trophy, I can confidently say that it is a great game. The world is unique. The amount of stuff you could just do is unique. The amount of side quests is great. The amount of cosmetics that you can buy, and there's no stats. There's no stats for the cosmetics. They're just cosmetics. The way that they updated the biomechanics system or whatever of like all the stuff that you have in your body.
Yeah.
That's peak. Yeah, it's a great game. If it launched like it did, if it launched now, like the game is now, or if it launched back then like the game is now, I would probably put it in peak. But it didn't, so it's not. It's not amazing because there are still some flaws just with the fact that like you can only the ending, given that you're making your own character, it's gonna be a very not great ending no matter what, where it's like, oh, you die or you get your parts removed or blah 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 blah. But yeah, it's great, so I'm putting it on great. Now we don't even need to discuss this one.
I was gonna give 2 cents, but okay. I guess it's not warranted.
Ladies and gentlemen, Red Dead Redemption 2. Noah, take it away.
Peak! That's it.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say something related to Cyberpunk, but I guess we're just gonna.
Oh no, yeah. Go ahead. Try to sway me.
I wanna talk about the combat system, because the combat system is one of the weirdest combat systems I think I've seen in a game. The bullets feel spongy. I'll start off with that. They don't feel like they do any damage, which is why in like a majority of the clips and like the gameplay that you'll see, people are mainly using melee weapons. Because for some reason, when you're fighting against an army with people with guns, you just run up to them and start slicing them, and it does more than if you were to shoot them with a full auto. But I do like how you can interact in the ways that you can due to your cybernetic enhancements. I love how you can upgrade it so that you can fry another person's brain. You can use it so you can temporarily take them over. Like, it's all the little stuff that makes sense because it is Cyberpunk, and because of the way the game is built, you're able to sort of neatly pack in these game mechanics. But the bullets the combat system overall just does not feel very good.
I always used a big knife.
Yeah, because that's really all you can use. If you were to use a gun, it's just like, why am I even trying? It's going to take like the whole clip to kill someone.
Yeah.
And then, there was one more thing I was going to say. Not related to launch, but related to the game as it stands. I forget what it is. We can move on. Back to peak. Red Dead Redemption 2.
We all know. It's peak. Arthur Morgan, one of the greatest protagonists of all time. John Marston, same. Need I say more?
I want to build a single roller coaster.
Okay. Next one. God of War.
2018 or Ragnarok? Or, my bad.
2018.
Okay, so it's 2018, not the original trilogy.
No, that's not on here, I don't think. I'm gonna be surprising here, Noah.
You gonna say it's good?
I'm gonna put it on amazing and not peak.
Where's amazing fall again?
Peak, amazing, great, good.
Okay.
I'm saying it's amazing just because the bosses you encounter in the world and the enemies that you fight are the same. All of them are the same, they're just different colors.
Yeah, pretty much.
The story, the writing, the graphics, the gameplay, the acting, everything else, peak. But if one thing in a game fails, it can influence the other aspects. So, I'm gonna put it on amazing, but I want to hear your 2 cents if you have any.
In terms of God of War, I mean, I agree. The enemies are very copy-paste. and it's not very enjoyable when you're trying to 100% and you're just fighting the same enemies that you've been fighting for the last 10 hours, give or take.
Yeah.
I would say that's pretty much my main gripe, just the fact that it's not, like, obviously there was a lot of, like, thought put into it, but when it came to the enemies and the enemy designs, it sort of felt like it was a last minute, like, oh, like, we need to throw stuff in here. What have we got? And then it's just like, oh, we've got a bunch of
Like,
reuse.
you can have the same type of enemy in a game, but like have it per zone, right? So like you
Yeah.
have not the frost giants, but those like trolls that have the giant pieces of stone that you fight on Midgard in the main area where the cabin is. That's fine. Have them there, but then have like fire demons or something. You know what I mean? Or they do have some variety in things, but it's a lot of just changing the colors. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, in all honesty, I agree with your amazing.
Yeah, it's not Red Dead, but it's close, but it's not peak. Uh, since we're on this right now, I think I'm just gonna do God of War Ragnarok right now. I'm going to put God of War Ragnarok at peak. It is better than the first.
I agree. I think they took a lot of what we just talked about, like especially the fact when it came to the enemies.
Mm-hmm.
I agree that it went in a different direction and it felt a lot better. I also
You
think
fight some of the same people, but there are a lot more like
it feels
boss
different.
battles. Like for example, Nidhogg, that like crazy lizard guy that you fight on the dwarf in the dwarven realm. And then there's like you fight Heimdall, you fight Odin, you fight Thor twice. You fight like there's a lot more, like the only fights god wise that you had in the first God of War game was Baldur.
Yeah, and I think
That was it.
especially one of the big things of why I like Ragnarok a lot more than 2018 is that 2018 is sort of its own story introducing the world, but Ragnarok really like puts the mythology back in where it belongs. Like
Yeah. I
like
feel
the
like
original
the
trilogy had so much like Easter egg references to actual mythology, and like, all this like neat tie-ins. It just felt like we got characters from Norse mythology in 2018, and then they were
Yeah, like God
actually
of War 2018, it took so much time to introduce everything that by the time we got to the actual action, it was the end of the game,
yeah.
right? You start off God of War Ragnarok, Freya's fighting you, Baldur just died, Atreus is older, all that. Like you start off right off the get go,
It
and
literally, I feel like God of War 2018 in a way is just a setup for Ragnarok. It
yeah,
almost like it's hard to put it as its own game, like story,
no,
like, or put it as its own story, I should say.
I just feel like they could have done something where that whole thing of them getting up to the mountain to do the ashes, like to get up to the to the place to scatter all the ashes. I feel like they could have cut out all the fat of that, like all the going and getting like the travel rune, making it so that like, oh, if you learn one travel rune, you learn all the others, but are we ready to go there yet? And then like halfway through the game, like when like at the end of the game where it's like them in Jotunheim spraying all the ashes, that's like at the 10 or 15-minute mark of the game. And then as they travel back to the cabin, the Thor thing happens, and then the Thor fight happens, and then maybe after that fight, where it's like BC and you, or whatever, and then I just feel like there wasn't any Norse. There was. It's not that there wasn't any Norse stuff in God of War 2018.
It just wasn't as prevalent.
Yeah, and I feel like it should have been more prominent. Anyways.
You know, the director said that there was supposed to be a trilogy. Like their game was so big.
There's gonna be 4.
There 4?
There's gonna be 4 games. They're planning on making 4 Norse God of War games, I think.
Well, they said that the story they had
like
planned
total.
up until Ragnarok was supposed to be 3 games.
Yeah, that's like it's already stretched out enough as it is.
Yeah,
I feel like they could have shrunken down 2018 a bit, added a little bit of what happened in Ragnarok, or maybe changed how things happen, and then Ragnarok is like, okay, we're already at like a certain point in the story. I don't know. That's all I got. Next one, Ghost of Tsushima. Peak.
Yeah, I'd say peak. There's really no question about it.
The Last of Us. Peak. That's it. Starfield. Mid.
Wait, Starfield? What is that doing here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know why it's here.
Yeah, in all honesty, I cannot find a reason for it to be here.
Yeah. Well, it's mid. Uncharted 4. Peak.
I'd say peak, yeah.
Great way to complete the Nathan Drake story. Although I think there should be a game with Nathan Drake's daughter, and then
It opens up the next few games.
But then Cassie Drake's like tag along is like maybe like Sam Drake's daughter or something, or like Sully's daughter if he ever had one or something. I don't know. Like, I'm all for female-led stuff, and I feel like that could do really well. Anyways. What do you mean, what do you hate women?
No. When you say it'll do really well, that's where I start to be a little.
An Uncharted 5 would go insanely hard.
But it's the fact that, like, for some reason, gamers seem to be in the stuck-up mind where females cannot be the protagonist of a game. I've seen.
Well, the thing is, Noah, most of them haven't been great.
GTA 6 hasn't even come out yet. People are ridiculing that game so much for putting
I'm
a
not
woman.
talking about that.
For putting a woman as the protagonist.
It's just a lot of them haven't been, you know, phenomenal. It's just like, and not a lot of games are female-led. Like Aloy's Horizon, great series.
I'd call Tomb Raider great games.
Tomb Raider, great. Control, great. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy is a female-led game with a female sidekick, Noah.
But I'm just saying, when you say,
you know how hard that game went?
There is a huge backlash to female-led games, and I personally don't have a problem with it.
They're bad.
I personally don't have a problem with it, but I cannot, at this point in time, cannot agree that a female-led game will go well, because for some reason people get real iffy about that, and I don't understand why.
Noah,
What?
just on this list here: Tomb Raider, Control, Detroit Become Human, Hellblade, Resident Evil 3. I was gonna say Fortnite. Uncharted: Lost Legacy.
And I mean, I'm not saying these games are bad. Like they're
when
great.
You're saying that you can't believe that a game can go hard with a female led because of all the gamers, but like look at the games we have that did go hard. Control is a great game. It's still good. People weren't complaining, oh, there's a woman, because it was a good game. Maybe the games that people are complaining about are just bad games. GTA 6, that doesn't count because it's not out yet. But, like, there are female-led games that can be good. Both the Horizon games are great. The Tomb Raider games are great. Resident Evil 3 Remake wasn't great because it was really, really short. Detroit Become Human is primarily, well, not primarily, a third of the game you play as a female, and it's great. Control is great. It Takes Two is great. There's a woman.
What? There's a woman in It Takes.
Like, I don't get it, Noah. Like,
You know what
I get what you mean, but it's not like it's.
Wait,
not
actually,
as
that brings up a really
really
funny idea.
or-
It's like the pure concept of the people who get mad about a woman being in their game would if they were to play It Takes Two, they would hate the fact that it'd be a gay couple as well. Which is such a
Yeah.
funny thought. Of like,
But,
oh,
like,
I hate
people-
women in my games.
There are a lot of good games that have come out recently that people like that have female leads. There are a lot of games that are bad that have male leads. There are a lot of games that are good that have male leads. There are a lot of games that are bad that have female leads. There are a lot of good games that have female leads. It's just how the game's made. Sometimes people hate on a game just to hate it because of the culture surrounding it. That's just how it is. But saying that an Uncharted game with a female lead would not go hard when there already has been an Uncharted game with a female lead that went hard is insane, Noah. Because it has gone
I'm
hard.
so good.
It has
I am
capacity to
so
go
good.
hard. Noah, you're not listening.
Sorry, I just got so excited over this like loop that I made. It's so good.
Noah, I just did a freaking 10-minute tangent.
No, I know, and I was listening. I was listening.
So,
I
you
just,
know what I mean though? Like it's not there. It's actually not as common as you think. Where it's like, haha, woman's the main character.
they're just really loud, and it's really annoying.
But there, like, if there were to be an Uncharted game that's like, oh yeah, here's a random girl that just like is a fan of Nathan Drake and has become the new one, and I'd be like, no, that would be ridiculous. But if it's Nathan Drake's daughter, who has already been introduced in canon and has taken an interest in treasure hunting, it makes sense. It makes sense with the lore, therefore it'll do well. And the lore is good. Anyways, moving on. Spider-Man 2. Great. I'm putting it in great. Could have been better. A lot better.
Yeah, I'd say I don't think I can comment on this.
Yet you can.
My thoughts are zipped. Especially because I'm the one streaming.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. If this were in private, then I could talk freely about it. But I can't. I can't talk about the game outside of the fact that I made it.
Alright, bro. You didn't make the game. Calm down.
Other than the fact that I worked on it.
Jedi Survivor. Peak.
Peak.
The customization, the worlds that you can explore, the amount of collectibles, the story. They bring in the High Republic without it feeling forced. The amount of customization you can do on your lightsaber should be studied by frickin' anything else. Peak. Anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's really good. It's really versatile with obviously the lightsaber. The lightsaber customization and the worlds that are in it. It's just overall great game.
Yes. Next one, Resident Evil 4 Remake.
The remake.
This is an amazing game. It's very good. They keep the old stuff that was good, and they improve upon it, and they add new stuff so that it feels like a new game, but it's also nostalgic for the people that played it originally. Where's everybody going, Bingo? It is amazing. I'm putting it on amazing.
Yeah, I'd say if it's there.
Original Spider-Man from 2018.
2018 Spider-Man?
Peak.
I'd say peak, yeah.
It is the better version of Arkham Knight in the sense of the one-night crusade, beating all of your villains in one night. Because people are saying, like, oh, Batman would do so well in Spider-Man's shoes. I'm like, what is he gonna do when frickin' Electro kills a family of 5? And he's next. Like, what's he gonna do? Spider-Man sees Joker, frickin' webs him up to the wall. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Two-Face. Take away his coin, web him up to the wall. What's he gonna do? Clayface. Water. What's he gonna do? Spider-Man has fought Sandman. He's basically... If Batman had powers, that would be him fighting Clayface. Like, it's just Batman with powers, and you're saying that... That's basically saying Spider-Man without powers, but with his intelligence, would still beat the Sinister Six. Like, maybe he could, but it's up to the writer at that point. But, like, realistically, Spider-Man's in Batman's world, he's kicking butt. Batman's in Spider-Man's world, some of the villains he'd do fine against, but Doc Ock, no. Electro, no. Sandman, he'd probably be fine against it, because water. Actually, by that logic, Electro might be. But if Electro is the ultimate version, then no. It's just... No. Like, yeah, anyways. Marvel Spider-Man is peak. Costumes are great. The world is great. Side quests, wish there were more. DLCs were awesome. Voice acting, Yuri the GOAT. Laura Bailey the GOAT. Travis Willingham the GOAT. Najee Jeter the GOAT. Yeah. Goated game. It's peak. Next, Witcher 3. I'm gonna put it under amazing, I think, because it's a really, really solid game. But I just haven't played it enough. I've seen gameplay, but it's just, I feel like it doesn't stack up to these other games that we have on peak.
Okay.
Next one, Detroit Become Human. You already know where I'm gonna put this, but say your piece.
Oh. Let me think. I think the pacing is pretty good for certain parts.
It's great.
I think one of the main issues that I personally have is the beginning of Kara's story. It's very world building, but not very interactive. The way, and like, it's not as engaging as, let's say, Connor's introduction.
Well, here's the thing, right? We have the Protector, the Detective, and the Revolutionist. I guess the word is. All three of these stories are supposed to be different. They're not supposed to be blends of each other. Like, Kara is supposed to be the relationship between her and Alice, and then Luther later on. Connor's story is he's hunting down the deviants, but also his relationship with Hank. Marcus's story is leading the revolution. So it's kind of a 1, 2, 3 scale of how intense their stories are. They all become intense at the end, but the action... Most of the action that happens is in... Like, it's slow in all three of their POVs, but it's also fast in all of them at some points. Like, the pacing, I think, is great because, like, at the start, Connor's at a frickin'...
Is it a hostage mission?
Stopping a hostage mission at the top of an apartment building, and then we go to Connor. We go to Marcus. He's taking care of an old guy, but then the old guy dies, and he's in a scrapyard. Then he rises from the ashes, frickin' takes other people's legs, goes to Jericho, and frickin' takes that over. Right? That's what he does. And then Kara's like, I just want to survive. I don't know where I'm gonna live. I just shot my my now daughter's father. What do? We later find out that Alice is a robot too. So that changes everything.
Nah, I saw that coming from a mile away.
I did not. How? Tell me how.
Well, I mean, first off, I'm pretty sure there's like a small like Easter egg about like children androids in Alice's room,
You don't see it.
as well as
Oh, you don't see the Easter egg until later.
or not
You
not
don't
not an
actually
Easter egg,
see-
but there's like a magazine cover or something about like a robotic family. Like,
Yeah, but but you don't see that until later in the game.
not
when
to
he
mention
finds out.
Luther constantly
Like, she
bothering you.
What do you mean?
He's like, Kara, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. It's like every scene, like where they go to a new
But
place.
how could you possibly know that it's this child that has eaten food, slept, and had a bath, and hasn't shown an LED? Yeah, she's a robot.
Because it's like something has to have a twist in a David Cage game, and I feel like that was sort of the most predictable. It's like, oh, the child's a robot.
But there's no like there were indications, but it's supposed to be like, oh yeah, I didn't realize this until later on afterwards. It's like, oh, there were clues, but how did I not see them? And then when you know, it's like, oh yeah. So I don't think you actually freaking realized it. I think you realized it afterwards.
I wasn't surprised by it. I was like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense.
But why does it make sense? What were the indications besides Luther saying, "Hey, Kara, can I talk to you?" Because that's not an indication.
When they
of
got
the
kidnapped,
child
there was
being a robot.
there was something else that during the scene where they got kidnapped where I was like, something's up here.
What? What was it?
I don't remember. It's been years since I played the game.
Okay, well that doesn't. The indications they give are Kara looks at a magazine in Alice's room, and that's it. They don't show the magazine. They don't show any of the things she looks at that would indicate it until later on. And yeah, I just don't get how that's like a thing that you could just be like, oh yeah, that makes sense, because there was no indication. Really, there wasn't really like the only indication was like her saying I'm not hungry a couple times. But then I don't know.
It just wasn't surprising to me. Something was telling me that like this just seems like something that would be like thrown in like out of the blue.
But why?
I don't know.
Alright, well anyways, it's peak. We know this. Spider-Man Miles Morales. Amazing, but I wish it was like
A little
an
longer.
entire game instead of essentially just a glorified DLC. It's amazing.
We're gonna use Subnautica below zero.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Peak.
Yeah. Alright. I'm not even gonna argue it because I don't want to get into that.
No.
Injustice
I want to
2?
hear your side.
No. I haven't played it. I can't give a side. I just hate how everybody's like, oh, it's the greatest game ever. It's not.
It's very groundbreaking in the RPG genre.
Yeah, as in the like choose your own adventure.
Well, I don't think we've had a game this big surrounding like the RPG Dungeons and Dragons style game.
Baldur's Gate 2 and 1.
This one had a really good cast with a lot of really like vast options. It's like taking like the decision making of a game like Detroit Become Human, something that vast, and sort of amping it up just a little bit more, giving more,
I get that.
giving a lot of dialogue trees, a lot of time put in from the actors.
It has been 6 years since Detroit Become Human, so I would hope that they'd improve. I'm just saying, I don't think, like, people are literally saying it's the greatest game of all time. It's not true.
I'm not saying
It's
it's the
not.
greatest game of all time, but it is a really good game, and it's one that defines a genre.
I don't, like, I don't know. A D&D video game is kind of just like a puzzle video game, you know what I mean? Like, it's sorry, I shouldn't, I don't know. Anyways, I'm moving on. Injustice 2. It's great. It's not amazing, but it's a really good story. I feel like there shouldn't have been multiple endings. I feel like there should have just been you're on Batman's side, not like, oh, you're on Superman's side, because that's not what happens in the comics. I know they were trying to do something a little different, but still, like, they shouldn't like switch up stuff like that. Just keep it. I don't know. I'm tired, man. Are you done your stream?
Oh, it's for 2 hours, man.
Noah, it's not my fault you started at almost 9 o'clock.
Yeah. I had homework that I needed to get done.
You're
and
usually halfway through.
I
stream
haven't
by
even
that
turned it
point.
in.
So
Shit.
turn that in now. Noah.
I got me a second. I am. I'm literally downloading it and pushing it to my
Okay.
Canva page.
You should. Okay, what you should do is end stream, finish that, and then like, cause I get that you have a schedule, but you have to. If you want to have time to do things, you have to finish your homework.
My homework is done. First off, why did that download wrong?
Okay, turn it in, and then I'm not gonna tell you to wrap up your stream. I'm just saying, like, I feel like that would be probably a decent idea at this point. But I don't know. I think I'm done with the tier list because I really need to pee, and I also, yeah.
And submitted. Alright, where were we?
Noah.
No way, twinsies, both working on homework. Buddy, my homework was done. I just forgot to turn it in. Anyway, you were saying?
Oh, what?
I don't know, you said my name. Like you were about to say something.
No, I was just saying that you asked me where were we, and I was like, bruh, I said I was done with the tier list.
Oh, for a second. Well, I said that in like the funny jest of like, because I thought you were gone because you said you were about to go pee.
Oh.
I was like, finish my homework. Where were we? Oh yes, building coasters.
I'm gonna go pee then. Oh. I'll be back.
All right.
I do think you should end stream at 11, if anything, Noah.
Maybe. I think that's a good ending point.
It's not wise to stream after 11, I don't think, because that's kind of when it's like, oh, chill, instead of like,
That's
oh,
when
hey,
the
how's it going, guys?
That's when the Europeans come in, bro.
Yeah, that's my point. Leave them to their wars.
Okay, straighten out here. I kind of like the way that this coaster is built on the water. For some reason, it's just looking real nice. We get airtime over this hill? Oh, heck yeah, it's a zero-G moment. Let's go. Well, let's go ahead and let's turn it down here. Let's make it steep. Here, we'll slowly start to bring it in. And then right around here is where we will extend it and bring it in a lot more. Take this down real low. Zero this out, zero this out. Okay, maybe not zero it out. Maybe we need to still turn it to like right here. Bring this up because we don't want to crash into the ground. And now here's where we zero it out. There we go. Idea. This is a great idea. It'll work flawlessly. That might be a little too high. Perfect. We are going to create a 0G stall over here. Wait, hang on. Is that turning? Ah, it is. We can have that. There we go. Shrinks back down. See, will it make it over the 0G stall? With weightlessness! Let's go! Oh, that is awesome. The brain's really humming tonight. We're getting a good RMC layout in. Maybe you should hire me to make coasters for them. I would not mind a job like that. Well, to be fair, this is the T-Rex model. I prefer working with the Raptor model, but that one's not in game, so. Technically, actually, the RMC T-Rex model should be standing really tall. If someone buys the RMC T-Rex model and puts it in their park, it's going to be a huge hit. Considering the Raptor model is already really well done, and it's literally like this single rail, really tight, snappy curbs, very maneuverable. This being the T-Rex model, where it's larger, it adds for a lot higher heights, steeper drops. Whoo! Wouldn't that be fun? We're gonna push the G's a little bit here. Nah, we need tire drives here. Let's do out here. Straighten it out. Take it to, I think 15 is what we need. Maybe 16. And then from here we'll do trim brakes. No, friction brakes. We're at 45 miles an hour, so we're gonna need to have quite a bit of runway for this thing. Is that doable? That might not be doable. Maybe I can make this work.
Je vais retourner.
English, motherfucker.
Would you be down to watch some videos tonight, Noah?
Sure.
Or Teen Titans?
Probably videos.
Yeah. Yeah, bitch. Get on your knee.
Alright, maybe not. I think I just got a rain check, actually. What the hell happened here?
My butthole.
Hey, straighten the shit out. Hypothetically, if we were to drag this down, something like that, that'd be pretty cool. Okay. How to go about this? Go back. Just you. There we go. You skip this track. Probably skip this one as well. Skip this one definitely. We'll get there. There we go. Okay, let's quickly shorten this up. So I want to play around with this a little bit. Like Play-Doh. Yeesh, okay. I came in rather fast, but I think we can manage this.
That's what she said! Also, we're gonna watch I'm Dante's best reactions to the Drake versus Kendrick disses.
Okay, first off, I didn't know those reaction videos existed.
Reacting to music?
Yeah. How do you react to music without getting absolutely smited?
Well, I mean, you just don't.
Okay.
You pause and unpause it.
Let's try this. Oof, that's rough. It needs to get smoothed out. That also needs to get smoothed out. airtime element. Okay. Nice. Okay, pulling some nice elements there. Nice pop of airtime before reaching the brake run. I like this. This is a really good coaster. You're trying to recreate Wonder Woman? No, but I'm trying to recreate RMC style coaster. So that's where you get fuck it, I don't like this anymore. Trying to recreate just RMC in general, which this did really well actually for it being, I think, one of my first attempts making a coaster like this. Let's go back and forth, trying to smooth out this bank as much as I can. Maybe also gotta smooth out that section up there. Okay, that should be a good amount. This area is rather boring. I don't know how I want to zhuzh it up. If I were RMC, what would I do? I'd put a loop. Yes. No, I'm not going to do that. That's the whole process, and I have to try and turn this into another loop. The same way we did over here. Speaking of which, we're just going from one loop into another. Actually, if I were RMC, I would turn this section into a outer bank curve like this. Yeah, that makes most sense to me. Create the high five element that they love doing. It's a snappy. Let's go back down. It does feel a bit too calm here. Yeah, something like that. What the heck? Okay.
Oh, you know what we do have to watch tonight? That Lego thing I told you about.
Oh yeah, huh?
We should watch the other one too. Hold on.
I'm gonna bring this down actually. I'm gonna create a valley. See if I can get a little more excitement out of that.
Let's see. Lego.
Alright, let's see.
Oh yeah, we're what? Wait. Marvel has Funko Pop shorts? Oh, that's awesome.
60 miles through that COG turn. 40 miles to the upwards helix. 50 through the bunny hill. 40 through the high five element.
We play Dungeons and Dragons.
About 45 through the 0G roll. And we top it off at around 22. Yeah, and honestly, I like the way this looks. I really like how this track flows. Very RMC-like. Alright, let's see if we can get some final stats on this very quickly. Let's just let it run.
Oh, we also, at some point, we do need to watch the Lego Star Wars What If series.
There's a Lego Star Wars What If series?
Yeah, it has Darth Jar Jar, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Sounds familiar.
Yeah. Remember that shit right now. Alright, I'm gonna play some Funko Fusion.
Alright, I want to see the excitement rating across the track.
Don't worry,
Damn,
I'm
that's
playing-
not
I'm playing
bad.
The Jurassic Park stuff.
That is not a bad looking coaster in terms of stats. Everything's in the green.
I can't wait until multiplayer actually comes into this game.
Yeah, that's
Holy
really
crap,
good.
Noah. I am literally a Funko Pop.
Huh.
Noah,
What's that
I'm
about?
literally a Funko Pop right now.
Oh, guys, he's Widowy Funko Pop. Oh, you know, that is where I
I'm
said we push the
literally-
G's. Let's see.
I'm literally shitting right now.
You know, surprisingly, this is oh, that's a nice airtime pop.
Okay, next thing.
That's a nice feeling of getting lifted out of your seat, trying to hold on. That's that's real nice. What else we got? Lateral G shouldn't be too much.
Where's Crispy Rat? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like coming in and out of those curves. That's about it.
Oh, give me that one.
Nothing too intense.
Alright.
Any problems with the
Level
forward G's?
2.
Nope, doesn't look like it. I was worried that we'd have to stop a little too much, but it looks like we've got just one G here. That's the maximum it goes.
Oh, no, they're playing the Jurassic Park music. Like the actual music, not just
The
generic.
John Williams music.
Oh.
Okay, buddy, don't cream over some music. What was that?
I love this theme. What the frick? Why is there a cutscene already? Okay, what do you want?
Something nice, something peaceful. Ah, this'll work. That's not what I picked? I'm a little confused here. Ah, Spotify's being Spotify again, where it's being an absolute piece of garbage. Sigh.
Dude, the graphics in Funko Fusion are kind of fire. They're actually, like, really good. I'm gonna put them on max just to see what happens. Just to see what happens.
There we go. Okay, keep it there.
Good. Lord. That's not gonna work for me.
Okay.
Set it back to medium.
Alright, let me see this coaster again. I want to give it a color scheme.
No, don't set them to frickin'...
I could literally just paint it yellow and red and call it the Flash. Could call it Wavemaker. Looks like a cool name. Actually, I think Tsunami fits this a little better. A little generic, but it works. I do like the gray. Alright, hang on. Time to stop you, because I want to take a look at the cars. Okay. I'm thinking for the cars, we'll do maybe a light blue. What if we did white with a dark blue trim? Ooh, I am not opposed to that. Alright, I'm submitting this to the workshop. I like it. Blueprint Tsunami. Interior description. Inspired off RMC Raptor coasters. Nope, that's about it. Can't mark this as anything else. Well, actually, I can mark it as roller coaster, can't I? Nope, that's nothing. Okay, great blueprint. I like that. That's cool. Is it hybrid? No, it's not hybrid. It's steel. What the hell is that? Oh, it's just a Colossus. That's right. I forgot I built that. It's not. Oh, there it is. It's other. Tsunami? Yeah, I'll favorite that. Steam Workshop. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, there we go. Push that up to the Steam Workshop.
Noah, hello?
What's up?
Oh, okay. I thought you were...
I'm here talking. Okay. So that should be up. I want to put down Twisted Colossus. This is a lot bigger than I remember it being. Wait, this is nowhere close to being right. I really designed this? No, there's no way I did. I would not design this like that. Oof. This is... Yikes. Well, that's getting thrown out of my blueprints. Oh yeah, no, it's a workshop item. Who designed this? I must know. Who's responsible for this? The Kennedy 12. Surely it's very twisted. Alright. Well, I'm unsubscribing from that one. There's a change note here. Oh. Never mind. Let's run Wild Raceway. This one does not sound familiar. What the heck? Well, this is very interesting. Let's see what it is. I didn't build this. Very compact. Okay. Random brakes. That's very interesting. The fact that you put brakes before a chain lift that's higher up. Okay, an outer banked curve. I like it. Okay. More random brakes on the track. Kind of a useless hill? I don't know, I really didn't do anything. Okay, into a brake run. Lower banked turn. Okay. A wildly intense and snappy element. Another overbanked curve into a double down. Up into the brake run, I presume. Oof, that's it barely makes it into the brake run. That's a little too close for comfort for me. Not to mention, that's not really a brake run. That's a really long station. Well, that was interesting. Let me see the ratings. Yeah, no, I can see why it isn't that well of... How should I put this? Well received. It's a very cool concept and layout, but some of those elements were just... didn't make any sense. I'm trying to think. So you went down here, through a roll, into a turn, back into a roll, down here, into this sort of needless hill. Oh no, this is the needless hill right here, where there's barely any excitement happening in these areas. It's very just... The thing is, the fear is good too. It's like, it's a little more... It's a little on like the softer side. There's this random spike here, which I can't really explain.
Alright, freaking scarecrow, like what?
Nausea rating, pretty good. Lateral G-forces, yeah. Speed, I think speed was a little inconsistent throughout. We have this one moment, which I think is the brake run, where it just reaches 14 miles an hour before dipping all the way back to 50. I really don't like how this ride ends. I don't think the exorbitant amount of brake runs is necessary. But I also think that this was probably autocomplete doing its thing. I don't think someone put intention behind it, because this curve to me screams it was done by the game. I don't know. For me, that's way too close of a call to sustainably put that in. That seems like a user error, or an error could occur quite a bit, especially if it valleys down here. Good luck trying to get that train back without causing a whole ruckus of problems. I want to talk about this chain lift for a second, because there's there's brakes before it, and it sloped upwards just ever so slightly before going into the actual actual chain lift. I don't think I would ever do a design like that. I don't think anyone would ever really do a design like that. It's interesting in concept, but in practice, not very useful. Alright, well, I think I'm done here. It's 11. I said it ended at 11. So let's go find someone to raid. Who is live right now? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close this game because this game's giving me trouble right now. But I'll save here because I really like that that design that we made for the single rail coaster. All right, well, it looks like Chara's live, so we'll go raid her. Actually, hang on. Do we raid Chara a lot? Let's see if we have anyone else that we can raid.
Yeah, Noah, you raid Chara a lot because she's the only one that's live consistently.
Oh, our friend Matt Guyver's live right now. Let's go raid her. She is an artist, and it looks like she's doing her weekly stream where she debuts art from her community. It's fun. All right, yeah, let's go start the raid. I'm going to tell Plan Cluster to close very quickly. / raid MacGyver. All right, well, thank you everyone so much for joining me on today's live stream. We will be back on Wednesday. Bug, you got plans?
On Wednesday?
Yeah, on Wednesday. All right, cool. Then we'll be back doing probably another stream like this. Bug and I just chatting. I might be doing Pizzaplex work. Hopefully finishing that up by Thursday. And we might do a stream on Friday, depending on if people are available. If not, then we'll push it back to next week for the big Cheeto Death stream. Ooh. All right. Well, thank you everyone so much for tuning in. But unfortunately, I got to. So I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.